The courtroom was too quiet. Even the air seemed to hold its breath. My wife stood across from me. Expensive suit, perfect posture, a picture of moral superiority. Her voice was calm, rehearsed. Your Honor, he's unstable. He shouldn't be around the children. The judge listened, nodded once. I watched his pen move. Each stroke another nail in my coffin. She looked at me only once, just long enough for the corner of her mouth to tighten. That small controlled smirk. And that's when I understood. This wasn't about the marriage. It was about erasing me. Then my son, 7 years old, too small for the gravity in the room, stood up. Your Honor, he said, his voice trembling but steady. Should I tell you why Mom really wants us? Her wife's head snapped toward him. Stop talking, she shouted. The judge slammed his gavel. The echo cracked through the silence like a verdict. I didn't breathe because I already knew whatever came next would change everything. It started 6 months earlier. She began pulling away quietly at first. Canceled dinners, late nights at work, phone turned face down on the counter. I'd seen the signs before. The sudden perfection in how she dressed, the constant checking of her reflection in windows, the new perfume she didn't wear for me. I didn't accuse her. Not yet. Instead, I observed calmly, methodically, the way I used to when I worked internal audits. Find the numbers that don't add up, the patterns that don't make sense. At home, she smiled too much. At night, she rolled away. Then came the divorce papers. Served cold. Unfit father. Emotional neglect. Words crafted like weapons. She wanted full custody, not because she loved them more, because she needed them. Leverage, image, power. But beneath that, I sensed something darker. Desperation. I didn't fight back. Not immediately. Let her believe I was broken. Let her lawyer build a fantasy. Meanwhile, I started documenting. Every text, every email, every financial transaction. She wasn't careful. Guilt makes people sloppy. Then I found it. A recurring payment hidden in her account. Small amounts disguised as transfers to a consulting service. It wasn't consulting. It was cash sent monthly. Same day, same name. A private investigator confirmed what I suspected. The money wasn't for her, but for someone else, a man she'd been seeing. A man with a criminal record. Drugs distribution. And she'd let him around my children. I didn't confront her. I wanted the truth to come out where it mattered most, in front of the one man she couldn't manipulate. The judge. So I waited, played the part of the defeated husband, the one she thought she'd already destroyed. The day of the custody hearing, she spoke first. Her words were perfect, crafted like silk covering barbed wire. He's distant, unstable. The children are afraid of him. The judge nodded sympathetically. Her lawyer presented photos. Me working late. Me drinking alone. Context twisted into narrative. I said nothing. I didn't need to because I'd already given my son something that morning. A small folded note. 4 words written in my handwriting. Tell the truth always. When he stood up, the courtroom froze. Your Honor, he said softly. Mom says she wants us because she needs more money for her friend. Her scream came before the judge could respond. Stop it. Sit down. But it was too late. The prosecutor moved faster than her temper. The judge demanded explanation. I slid a folder across the table. Bank statements, transfer logs, the investigator's report. The silence afterward wasn't peace. It was judgment taking form. Her face crumbled, not from shock, but from recognition. She knew she'd lost control. The judge ruled temporary custody in my favor. Her lawyer avoided my eyes. Outside, she tried to speak. John, please, you don't understand. I stopped her with a look. No more stories. No more masks. She reached out, but I stepped back. There was no satisfaction, only clarity. I'd spent months drowning in doubt. Now I could finally breathe. The truth didn't need volume. It spoke through her silence, through the way she stared at the ground, realizing she'd built her kingdom on lies. And I'd watched it collapse one quiet truth at a time. The house feels different now, not empty, just honest. The kids sleep soundly. My son dreams without fear of choosing sides. Sometimes I watch him and wonder how much he understood that day. Maybe more than I ever did. My wife still calls, leaves voicemails, half apologies, half manipulation. I delete them all. People think victory feels like joy. It doesn't. It feels like stillness after a storm, the kind that leaves everything standing but changed. I didn't destroy her. I simply stopped protecting her from the truth. And that was enough. Because in the end, justice isn't something you demand. It's something you become. When the judge said, "Case dismissed," she looked at me one last time, eyes wide, broken, pleading. I turned away, not in anger, in closure, and for the first time in years, I didn't look back.